No, it's not my birthday, but I wanted to start something off different today. When I was 12 years old, I started a sing and telegram business. I have learned to love what you do, enjoying the consistent, persistent pursuit of whatever potential that is. And when you start a desire or have a passion for something, you need to develop 5 healthy habits that this is what I do on a daily basis that starts my day off right, that is making me successful at what I do. So starting that Sing and Telegram business, I'm going to give you some background history before I say know your what, know your who, know your now or your next, applying your why, and find your why. And how do we achieve that? But having a Sing and Telegram business when I was young, a funny story was I asked my mom, I says, Mom, I had a dancing gorilla suit, and eventually I had a clown suit and a bunch of other things. But I took an ad out in the local paper and I said, I want to, if you're looking to send your Valentine's Day a Sing and Telegram, I'm your guy. And I ended up booking $2,000 worth of visits that day. But when I asked my mom if I could do this and take the day off from school, she went, no. And so I called the Hartford Current, the paper, anyway, and this is back when we had rotary phones, and I submitted the ad. And the guy, the guy that was answering said, are you sure you're old enough to do this? Do you need your parents? And I says, how dare you question my age? Just because I sound young doesn't mean I'm young. And they sent me a bill. That's back when they would send you a bill and you'd have to send a check. And well, I ended up getting caught because somebody called at like 10 o'clock at night to book an appointment for a singing telegram, a singing gorilla. So my bottom line is my mom did allow me to take the day off from school. And that Valentine's Day, I went all over Hartford in a gorilla suit. So I'm going to talk about what is the groundwork for everyday success and ways that you can have healthier habits in your own life to be more productive, supercharged, and I want this to be quick and easy. So, number one, you need to know your what. In order to take your possibilities of what you want and make it a probability. Here is what I want today. In this theory, I want to apply. And who can I help? Once you have all that worked out, everything else will fall into place. Because, and this is huge, because I and you should value how much value and how things work in the universe is the more that you give out to help others, the more service you do to others, the more you're taken care of. So when people get into business for themselves as an entrepreneur and it's all about me, me, and I can't sing, only off key in a gorilla suit, I literally know that when you are providing a service to others and helping others and not looking for something in return, you will be taken care of. So that's number one, know your what. Number two, know your who. When you know your who, if you go into helping others and expecting nothing in return, you'll be taken care of. It's called the law and effect. 99% of the people on the earth want to do good and want to help others. Become one of those people. Number three, know your now and your next. If you know what you're achieving now, it will have an outcome to your next. When you do it now, your preparation then becomes your reality. Your preparation then becomes your reality. It is impossible to procrastinate if you know what to do now and what is going to come next. An example of this, is writing a book. If you're working on writing a book now, you know that in the end goal, you want it to be published. That's just one example. So, number 4, applying your why. Once you realize how to apply your why and you're not searching for a way, now how many entrepreneurs out there do you think are looking for their passion or looking for their why? I have this philosophy that there is something bigger than me out there. I am looking to achieve as much of this vastness that I can do in how many years I have left on this mortal earth. Next, and this is the last tip, find your why. How do you dig deeper to find your why? You have to learn to love what you do. Everything is consistent, persistent pursuit of whatever potential is your final outcome for either myself or someone else, or you, an example. I play a role in my decisions, and I like that. You have to learn to love what you do. Everything that you do, the consistent, persistent pursuit of whatever potential is what your outcome is going to be. So you have to play a role in this decision. If you learn to love what you do, not only will you never work a day in your life, because I consider this a career. This is fun for me. You'll never work a day in your life, but everything you do has an impact, an important relationship that will go back to years of your why, who, and now. So, in conclusion, I live my life as it's a reverse pendulum shift. I am happy, I am successful, I am making it, I am wealthy, I am worthy, but I am digging deep to be a larger force, taking fear and turning it into fear, F-E-A-R. So when you identify your why, you have the inherent ability to take fear of the past. So fear of the past, there's two things. There's fear of the past and there's fear of the future. And this is, so usually the past represents guilt. Why I didn't do stuff. Woe is me. I should have done this. I should have been I should have been more consistent at putting $5 a week in a stock fund. And then you have your future. Usually results in worry or anxiety. If you find yourself overthinking something, step back and take a deep breath. Remember, and recollect your thoughts. And that's what I do. So don't live in the past. Don't live in the I should have, would have, didn't. Live in the future. But with that, do you have fears or F-E-A-R, which would represent either two things, of the past or of the future? And those are the limiting thoughts. Think about going forward. Don't worry about what other people think. Just do it, get it done, and remember those 5 mantras. Know your what, know your who, know your now, your next. Number 4, apply your why and find your why. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Those are my tips for increasing 5 daily habits that will help you boost your productivity, and quick tips. I'm going to get to your comments and see if there's anything I can answer. Everybody, thank you for all those hearts. Don't forget to like. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend. Teddy says, this is great advice, especially coming from you, because you do what you love. And let me be clear, at the time of this YouTube Live, I am not financially making it. So if you shop on Amazon, there is a link in the description, and I receive a percentage of everything you buy. But this is what I'm doing to rebuild. Yesterday, I shared a heartfelt message of my journey of success to failure to success to failure, and failure and failure. And now leading up to success. So if you didn't see yesterday's live, please check it out. And if you're just tuning in, you can start over from the beginning when this is uploaded. My friend Karen says, do you have any ideas how to put the past behind us? Well, personally, I give it to our Savior. A lot of you know I'm extremely religious. I don't care what religion you are, what faith background you come from, but that's what I do, is I get on my knees and I ask God. There's a verse I love found in James 1:5. Any of us lack wisdom, let us ask of God. So Karen, I guess I would say sincerely ponder that verse, because I know you're a religious woman and a family and a mother. Also, again, what was your fear that was causing you to, we talked about the two different types of fears, or FEAR. So identifying your why, you have to identify your fear, or fear of the past and fear of the future. Fear of the past manifests itself in regret and guilt. So what regret and guilt can you release? And dealing with fear of the future results in worries and anxiety. So if you find yourself overthinking sometimes, step back and take a deep breath. Remember, and recollect your thoughts. So maybe it's about stepping back and doing that. Remember, and recollecting your thoughts. And I pray that you found this helpful today, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. It looks like I completed all the comments, so have a great day and make it yours.